Hey there, CJMS students. So I'm going to help you out with homework 10.4, slope from tables. So the riddle is what helps chicks get out of their shells. Complete the table of solutions for each equation, then graph the solutions and draw the line through them. The line, if extended, will cross a letter on the grid. Write this letter in the box. So basically what we're going to be doing is we'll be showing our work on the back and then graphing here on the front. So for number one, you can just scroll down to the back side, and I have the same thing. Basically what you're going to do is plug in. So we'll say for this one, 3 parentheses 3 minus 1, which is 9 minus 1. And 9 minus 1 gives you your y output of 8. So your coordinate is 3, 8. This one would be 3 parentheses 2 minus 1, which would be 6 minus 1. So that's 5. So your coordinate is 2, 5. And 3 parentheses negative 2 minus 1 is negative 6 minus 1. Gives you negative 7. So negative 2, negative 7. And 3 parentheses 0 minus 1, which is 0 minus 1, which is negative 1. So 0, negative 1. All right, so now you go ahead and find the slope. You can choose any 2 points you want. I'll choose 3, 8, and 2, 5. And I'll just do 8 minus 5 on top, 3 minus 2 on bottom, and I'll get my slope of 3 over 1. 3 over 1, check it. Yes, it's the same thing as this. 3, good. So now we go to the back side. So 3, 8, 2, 5. 3, 8, 2, 5, negative 2, negative 7, negative 1. And now we plot these, all right? So let's graph it. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, little dot. 2, 5, 1, 2, up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, little dots. Negative 2, negative 7, 2 to the left, and down 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 0, negative 1. Left to right 0 times, and down negative 1. And there we go. We have a nice, beautiful straight line, hopefully, if I draw my straight line. And it goes right to E. So on number 1, you'll put E, and on the number 1, you'll put E.
Mr. Jenkins.
All right, so let's go for number 3. On number 3, we've got plug in negative 6, because x is already negative. So negative 6 minus 2, so plus negative gives us a y output of negative 8. So your coordinate is 6, negative 8. Plug in negative 5 plus negative 2, which will be really positive 5 plus negative 2, which is 3. So 3 was your output, and your coordinate is negative 5, 3. I'll repeat this one again. Remember, x is already negative, so when I plug in a negative 5, it's like negative 5. So again, on this one, negative 2 minus 2, or plus negative 2, which becomes positive 2. 2 plus negative 2 is 0. So negative 2, 0, and plug in 0. So negative 0 minus 2, or 0 minus 2 is negative 2. So we have 0, negative 2. So now let's scroll up. So our 6, negative 8, 5, negative 3, negative 2, 0, 0, negative 2. 6, negative 8, 5, 3, negative 2, 0, 0, negative 2. Let me just double check to make sure those points were right. Yes, they are. And now let's graph. So 6, 8. Right 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to the edge, and down 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there. Negative 5, 3. Left 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up 3. 1, 2, 3. Negative 2, 0. Left negative 2, up or down 0, and 0, negative 2, left or right 0, and down negative 2. Okay, so obviously this line points to H. So where I see 3, I'll say H. And then I actually have to go on the back side. I wasn't done. I have to find the slope. So pick any 2 points. Gotta prove that my slope in this case is negative x or negative 1x, right? So I'll say 6, negative 8, and negative 5, 3. Those are my 2 points. So negative 8 minus 3 over 6 minus negative 5 plus a negative is negative 11 plus a positive is 11. Negative 11 over 11 is negative 1. So we know we're right. All right, last one, number 5. So plug in 2 for this time. So 7 minus 2 times 2, or 7 minus 4, which gives you 3. So 2 comma 3. 7 minus 2 times negative 1, or 7, negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2, so 7 plus 2, which is 9, so negative 1 comma 9. 7 minus 2 times 5, so 7 minus 10, or negative 3, right, because 7 plus negative 10 is negative 3, so 5 negative 3. And then 7 minus 2 times 0 is just 7 minus 0, or 7. So 0 comma 7. So we have 2, 3, negative 1, 9, 5, negative 3, and 0 comma 7. So 2, 3, or 2, negative 3? 2, 3. All right. And let's go ahead and do this. So right 2 over 2, 1, 2, up 3, 1, 2, 3. Left 1, down, up 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 3, 1, 2, 3. And right or left 0 times and up 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And so this line points directly to S. So for number 5, where you see a 5, you'll put an S, and then finish it off by doing the slope, right? So 2, 3, negative 1, 9. We'll do 9 minus 3 over 2 minus negative 1. Plus a negative gives you 6. Plus positive gives you 3. 6 over 3 gives you 2, which is exactly the slope that we had here. Let's just make sure 1 second that I did that correctly. 9 minus 3 is 6. 2 minus negative 1, 2. It should be a negative slope, so I've messed up someplace here. And where I messed up was on the bottom, so my fault. This should be flip-flopped. It should be negative 1 minus 2, which gives you negative 3, which gives you the negative 2. My bad. All right, so the rest of them are very similar. When you're plugging in for a half, remember you're just doing half of 4 plus 4. So this is half of 4 is 2 plus 4, gives you 6. When you're doing a one like negative 2/3, you're doing negative 2/3 of 6 plus 1. So that's negative 2 times 6 is 12 divided by 3 is negative 4 plus 1, spits out negative 3. Let's do this one again. Negative 2/3 times negative 6. So negative 2 times negative 6 is 12 divided by 3 is 4 plus 1 spits out 5. So your output here is negative 3, your output here is 5. You have 6, negative 3, negative 6, 5. I'll do one more with you. Negative 2/3 times 3 plus 1. So negative 2 times 3 is 6, or negative 6 divided by 3 is negative 2 plus 1, which gives you negative 1. So negative 1. So 3 parentheses negative 1. And then obviously negative 2/3 times 0 plus 1, that's just 0. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So you have 0 comma 1, right? Call me if you have questions. And make sure that you finish the slope, point, slope, and make sure you finish graphing this stuff, right? So you're basically, just like I did, taking the points that we got, the y outputs from the backside, plugging in here, and graphing 2, 4, and 6 to finish up that riddle.